Guys, how do you get to $10,000 per month with Rank and Rent digital real estate in half the time? And I know that sounds like a gimmick and you're like, oh my gosh, whatever. This is actually something that I've been doing, this formula, well, I wouldn't call it a formula. I call it more of like a hack. And it's something I've known about forever. And when I say it to you, when I tell you what it is, you're going to go, yeah, duh. But seriously, I want to just suggest that you just try it. Don't trust me. As with everything I say, do not trust me. Just try it. And if it's what I say it is, it'll work. First of all, why 10K is like this magical, mythical number that everybody wants to hit. And it's like, well, once I got 10K, I've made it. Let me just give you news. Well, first of all, I will say this. 10 years ago, when I first started into the business, first started into like making money because I was just a youngin', and I started doing door-to-door sales. I was the same way. I'm like, I got to get to 10K. Got to get to 10K. It's like this cool like number. Like I make 10K a month. And I got news for you. Okay. 10K a month doesn't go very far. Okay. Especially when you got kids, especially when you got a wife. Shh, my camera won't quit doing the thing. Especially when you got kids, but it's a little bit scawampus here. Anyway, it's fine. Who cares? Especially when you got kids. Gosh dang it, guys. Come on. Okay. 10K a month doesn't get you very far. I think that if you're going to be in this game, that should be the starting point. How do I get to 10K as quickly as possible and then to the next thing? Because that shouldn't be the end all be all. It is, yeah. That's all I want to say on that. But here's the deal is I realized, I've been very, very, very candid with everybody in my free group, everybody in my Discord channel, everybody on Instagram, anyone that follows me or knows me at all. And that is that my goal is to get to $1 million a month. That's my next goal. Okay. And I know it sounds crazy to some people because, and it even sounded crazy to me because I said this at the beginning of the year and I said, you know what? So last year I did 1.45 mil. The year before I did $1 million, and this is gross, by the way. So just so everybody knows. And so I'm like, how do I just 10X it? How do I go to $1 million a month? Even though I only made $1 million last year. And I spent the first half of the year grinding it out and just trying to just increase my activity and increase my production, etc. And somewhere along the line, my really slow self, I realized I'm like, there's people out there, lots of them. I just don't know a lot of them. Give me a second. Got a little allergies going on this morning. There's people out there that have done it. There's people out there that are doing it right now. There's people out there right now that have made 1.5, 2 point, whatever, 3, 4, whatever. They're making $1 million a month. They know the blueprint. And so I'm like, dude, you're an idiot, Nick. You're so slow. Just go to those people and ask them to show you. And don't just ask them like, hey, can I pick your brain? Can I take you to lunch? But ask them, hey, how much is it going to cost me to have you consult with me? Or do you have a blueprint? Do you have something I can get into? And most people at that level don't because they're busy on their thing. But I realized I'm just going to ask those people because they can save me so much time. And I started doing the math, right? And guys, this is what I realized is like, let's say that I'm at 250K. Let's do easy math. Let's say I want to get to $1 million and I'm at 250K per month, right? That's a $750,000 difference. If I can pay somebody to get me there 6 months quicker, or let's do really easy math, 10 months quicker, what is that worth to me? 10 months, $750,000 difference, $7.5 million. So what would I be willing to pay in order to get $7.5 million? Well, a lot, right? And so if that meant I had to drop the bag and spend $250,000 to get to $1 million 10 months quicker, it would be totally worth it. And I started doing this math and I'm like, oh my gosh, why? And I've had this mentality in my head of like the DIY, which is funny because I don't do anything DIY around the house, but in business, I'm DIY. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to figure it out on my own. I'm not going to ask anybody for help. And I've been like that. And I realized I'm like, that's cool, but I like winning more. I like the money. I want to hit those goals more than I want to be able to say, hey, I spent an extra 20 years and I figured it out on my own. When there's already people that have figured it out. And so the hack I've realized is go to the people who've already done it and just ask them for help. And if they have something, if they have consulting, go and pay for their consulting. If they have a program, go and pay for their program. If they have none of those things, make them an offer that's too good to refuse. And so in the last month, actually, it's still in August. Within this month, I've done that on two separate occasions. I did that on two separate occasions where there's specific parts of my business. I'm like, I could figure that out on my own. I know because I'm a smart guy. I'm not the quickest about figuring stuff out, but I know I could. Or I could swallow my pride, pay them for their time and their blueprint and all the stuff that they've done and take that information that's in their head and download it in my head immediately, save the time. And I went to one person and I said, let me do this deal. And we came up with a price and it was a good chunk of change and we did it. And we're doing it. And then I found somebody that is doing over $1 million a month and has been for years doing a very similar business to mine. And I didn't know if they did this type of a thing, and I didn't care. I essentially just said, what is it gonna take? What is it gonna take to have you help me get there? Because I'm done trying to get there by myself. I know I could, but why would I make it harder than I need to? The same reason I don't go into California to do lead generation, because there's easier places to make money. So guys, the hack is very simple. You want to get to $10,000 a month doing digital real estate, Rank and Rent digital real estate. Go identify somebody who has already done it and not just did it once, but has done it again and again and again and again and again, and have them show you. And if that ends up being your best friend that's happy to show you for free, great. But most likely, you're going to have to open up the purse strings and ask them to show you. But do the math. If we can get you there, let's think about this. Let's say you're at zero. And instead of it taking you a year to get to $10,000 a month, we can, get you there in 6. 6 months times 10,000. That's a $60,000 difference. So what would you be willing to pay to get there 6 months quicker? Not to mention your time spent and everything else. And I'm talking about every area of life. You want to get the body that you want to get, go find somebody that's got it, go pay them. Go ask them. Okay? You want to get the relationship that you want to get, go find somebody that's got the relationship that you want and go ask them. Very, very simple. I'm doing this in every area of my life right now. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm buying my time back. And I'm speeding things up because time is the only thing that we can't get back, my friends. I'm out.